Did you know there is a primary election in New Bedford on March 5th?
I don't know. I haven't been following too much. I used to be involved politically a long time ago.
Why did you stop?
But I stopped, well, because I'm settling down. I'm getting older.
And do you know who Phillips is?
No.
And Nikki Haley?
Nikki Haley, I know.
And what do you think about?
Well, I like her, okay, but I'm a Trump man, and I think she should quit. I think she could be a good candidate for vice president or even president later on when Trump finishes his term. And so I think she's making a mistake of continuing at this point.
How important are the primaries to you?
They're definitely important because they set the stage for what's going on in the future. It's kind of looking like it's going to be Trump versus Biden again, which is
That's your feeling?
pretty bleak, you know. So if we can try to avoid that with the primaries, then that would be ideal.
How do you see the presidential outcome in November?
I don't have high hopes for it, honestly. I feel like it's going to be Biden versus Trump, and that's kind of scary. I don't like either of them, really.
So
So, but between the two of them, definitely going to vote for Biden.
I'll be shocked if Biden is even on the ballot.
Why do you say that?
Because he's too old. When he's having too many issues and too many episodes. I think they'll try to replace him with Gavin Newsom. Yeah. After Super Tuesday. Once he's already decided that he's the candidate, they're going to eventually, I think they'll pull him down and they'll replace him with Gavin Newsom. Dean Phillips seems like he's a good guy. I don't know enough about his policies to make a fair assumption on his candidacy, but Trump, I'm not a Trump supporter. I think he did a couple of good things, but his rhetoric is toxic, so I don't think we can survive another 4 years with him in office.
How important are the primaries to you?
Well, it is important because it reduces the field of candidates, so you get down to the ones that you feel that are really going to do something.
And how do you see the presidential outcome in November?
Well, honestly, most people won't tell you who they're going to vote for, but right now I'm convinced that Robert Kennedy Jr. is the answer to unite America.
Why do you think is that?
Well, they always wanted the best for America, the family. And I believe that's, because they wanted to change things for the better for everybody, justice for all, just a better quality of life for everybody. There's so many divisions in this country now. Hatred and violence are on the rise. And it's not, this is not America. This is not the country that I grew up in. There was nothing like this, so it's kind of hard to live in these times right now. The price has gone up and, it's just everything's out of whack. You know what I mean? And we need somebody to set us straight and put everything back on. It's like we're like a train that went off the rails and we need to get back on.
What do you think are the priorities in this moment?
Well, the homelessness is a big problem. There's not enough food and it costs a lot. People are having trouble paying their rents. There's no rent control in the state of Massachusetts. So you're at the mercy of your landlord. You can be a good tenant and hope that they don't raise your rent, but their costs have to be covered by their tenants. This is how everything works. But in the end, you end up with nothing, really. We pin all our hopes on somebody that's going to, make the American dream something believable, other than having to, be asleep to believe. I think people have lost faith, the faith in religion, faith in our leaders, and they just know that the country is, not going in a good direction. Everything is kind of on a spiral downturn, and they don't think it's important anymore because nothing's going to change, you know. But you can't give up hope. You can never give up. You never give up anything. You know? You have to stay positive, optimistic, and hope that, you know, all things will get better. I mean, it can't get much worse, right?